Bem-vindos a mais uma Fast Talk da JTV, hoje acompanhado pelo professor Lars Montelius, diretor-geral do Laboratório Ibérico Internacional de Nanotecnologia, localizado em Braga, que vai receber nos dias 5 e 6 de maio o Euro-Nano Fórum 2021 e que é considerado o maior fórum de networking da Europa, com foco em nanotecnologias e na ciência avançada de materiais, inovação e negócios. Thank you very much for being with us today, Professor. In this event, the role of nanotechnology and advanced materials in the recovery of the European Union will be discussed, correct? How much are we talking about in euros, please?
This meeting is one of the most important meetings in Europe, and it happens every second year. And this is about nanotechnology and advanced materials. And we are expecting about 2,000 participants taking place in this digital meeting this year. It will be a fully digital meeting because of the pandemic, of course.
ENL is betting on having an increasingly important role in the European scientific ecosystem and also worldwide.
Yes, so INL is an intergovernmental research laboratory headquartered here in Braga, Portugal, and we are working heavily together with all different actors in Europe, of course, in order to promote and develop further technologies and initiatives related with materials and nanotechnology in order to have a bigger impact and utilization of these key features in the recovery and resilience of European Union for the next framework. And it's really a need for the future to have a stronger relation between the core materials and the enabling character of the core materials that goes into all the different sectors of society.
And how is nanotechnology evolving to respond to humanity's great challenges and also fighting the pandemic?
Yeah, I think it's if we think about development in general, evolution of societies, everything has been based on different kind of materials. So we have different ages that we kind of speak about in different materials, like Stone Age, for instance. So it's all about materials and the way we can actually not conquer materials, but how we can use the materials in order to tailor them to meet certain kind of functions that will have potential to mitigate the problems that we're having around us. And right now, I think the biggest problem we have now is the kind of the green transition, or that is the greatest challenge that we have ahead of us. So to make everything much more green, much more sustainable, it's really important, and it's everything has to do with climate. And for this, we need nanotechnology and advanced materials in order to be able to develop new technologies that will be used in order to fight these things. In the pandemic, for instance, we used nanotechnology in order to come up with new kind of tools and methods to detect COVID particles present in air, for instance, but also how we can use nanotechnology to disinfect rooms, disinfect surfaces, as well as clean air, etc. So the applications of nanotechnology is very kind of generic or enabling in character. So one invention that is used in one area can also be used in another area with a small shift of focus. And this is the kind of the good thing on nanotechnology and advanced material is it has its kind of broad applications in all different societal sectors.
ENL is leading an European project to develop new products to use against COVID. One investment of 3 million euros, is that right? And what kind of products are these?
This is correct. This is a very specific kind of instrument from European Union, a so-called cascade funding. So INL, together with a network of partners consortium, we are getting these funds from European Commission, and then we will redistribute them to different kind of projects and initiatives that people will apply to our consortium. So it's a cascade funding. So, and this is broad, of course, but everything related with COVID, and it kind of promotes and develops in entities about 100K to each of these projects in order to develop a certain technology or develop a certain new technique that will be able to fight the COVID. I mean, it could be everything from, as I said before, air, surfaces, detection, as well as treatment, etc. So it's very broad, but people apply to us. then we have a selection committee, and then we give out these funds, and then they will work on this. And these projects are usually rather short term, so to say, because we need solutions quickly. And this is a great way to stimulate the possibilities to come up with new ideas, of course, that could be important to fight the COVID.
Again, thank you very much for the time that you spent with us. It was a pleasure to have you here, Professor. Estivemos à conversa com o diretor-geral do Laboratório Internacional de Nanotecnologia, o professor Lars Montelius, a propósito desse evento marcado para 5 e 6 de maio em Braga, o que é considerado o maior fórum de networking da Europa, com foco em nanotecnologias e na ciência avançada de materiais, inovação e negócios. Falo do Euronano Fórum 2021. Obrigado também a si, que esteve desse lado a assistir a esta conversa. Este foi mais um Fast Talk. Já sabe, pode ver também outros conteúdos no site www.jornaleconómico.pt.